Hello y'all, it is Tots Spooky, and I would like to welcome you back to part 2 of the spookiest places in every United States state. Last video we went over the first 10 states alphabetically. Today we will be going over 11 to 20, so get your big boy pants on because this one's going to be pretty spooky. So let's get into number 1, Hawaii. Right, mateys, I'm sorry if I say this wrong, but the Hawaii Community Correctional Center, a prison built on haunted ground, located in Honolulu. The Oahu Community Correctional Center isn't just a modern prison, it's a site layered with dark history and eerie legends. Long before the facility existed, the land was home to an ancient Hawaiian temple used for human sacrifices. Later, it became the site of public hangings, marking it as a place of death across generations. This grim past seems to linger. Inmates and guards alike have reported strange occurrences, voices in empty hallways, shadowy figures, cold spots, and unexplained noises. Some have even seen ghostly apparitions or felt intense pressure while sleeping, as if something unseen was sitting on their chest. Many believe the spirits of sacrificed individuals and executed prisoners remain restless and trapped. Hawaiian spiritual practitioners say the land's energy is disturbed and unlikely to settle without proper rituals. Whether viewed as folklore or something more, the OCCC stands as a chilling reminder of how the past can haunt the present. At first glance, the Bates Motel in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho might seem just like another roadside stop, but for those familiar with its chilling reputation, it's far more than that. This small budget motel has made a name for itself among paranormal enthusiasts as one of Idaho's most haunted spots. Guests have reported a wide range of eerie encounters: footsteps in empty hallways, doors opening on their own, lights flickering with no electrical issues, and the feeling of being watched. Some even claim to hear disembodied voices whispering late at night, or feel unseen hands brushing against them while they sleep. Room 1 is said to be particularly active, with reports of intense cold spots, shadow figures, and a lingering sense of dread. The activity has drawn comparisons to the infamous fictional Bates Motel from Hitchcock's Psycho, though this one frights may be real. No confirmed tragic events mark the property, but many believe the hauntings stem from residual energy left behind by former guests, or perhaps something even older, tied to the land itself. Despite, and maybe because of its haunted reputation, the motel remains open, attracting both travelers and thrill seekers hoping for a ghostly encounter. Whether you're brave enough to spend the night or just curious about Idaho's paranormal side, the Bates Motel offers a creepy glimpse into the unknown. Hidden in the quiet countryside near Equality, Illinois, the Crenshaw House, more infamously known as the Old Slave House, stands as one of the most haunted and disturbing sights in the Midwest. Though it looks like a stately 19th century mansion, its past is stained with cruelty, secrets, and a chilling legacy that refuses to fade. Built in the 1830s by John Hart Crenshaw, a wealthy salt baron, his house doubled as a center for illegal slaves trading. Despite Illinois being a free state, Crenshaw notoriously leased enslaved laborers for nearby salt works, and was believed to have kidnapped freed black people and sold them back into slavery across state lines. The third floor of the mansion, sealed off from view, held cramped, windowless cells where these individuals were imprisoned, a hidden prison inside a grand estate. For decades, stories of hauntings have surrounded the house. Visitors, caretakers, and ghost hunters have reported disembodied screams, cold drafts, doors slamming on their own, and apparitions lurking in the upstairs hallway. The attic, where the cells remain, is said to carry the heaviest spiritual weight. Many report overwhelming dread, or even nausea when stepping into the rooms where people once suffered in silence. The state of Illinois purchased the home in the 2000s, but closed it to the public, citing the need for restoration and further historical study. Yet its legends continue to grow. Paranormal investigators still refer to it as one of the most haunted homes in America, not just for the ghosts, but deeply disturbing energy embedded in the walls. The Crenshaw house isn't just haunted, it's a grim monument to a dark chapter of American history. Located in downtown Indianapolis, the Slippery Noodle Inn is best known today as a legendary blues bar, but its reputation for strong drinks and live music is rivaled by stories of its haunted past. As the oldest continually operated bar in Indiana, its walls have seen more than just late-night jam sessions. Originally opened in 1850 as the Tremont House, the building has worn many identities over the decades, from a Civil War way station for Union soldiers to a Prohibition-era speakeasy complete with bootlegging tunnels and secret rooms. It's also believed that the upper floors once served as a brothel, a fact that may contribute to its lingering paranormal activity. Reports of ghostly figures, cold spots, phantom footsteps, and objects moving on their own have persisted for years. Staffs and guests alike have shared stories of a woman in old-fashioned clothing appearing near the upstairs window, and shadowy figures spotted in the basement, the same area where mob activity and illegal booze storage once occurred. Despite its ghostly guests, the Slippery Noodle Inn remains a vibrant part of the city's nightlife. Its haunted history only adds to the mystique, attracting both music lovers and paranormal investigators alike. Whether you're there for a drink, a show, or a brush with the unexplained, the Slippery Noodle Inn offers a truly unique slice of Indiana's spirited history. Tucked away near Burlington, Iowa, Stony Hollow Road might seem like an ordinary country lane at first glance, but according to decades of legend and countless chilling accounts, this desolate road is one of the most haunted spots in the state, and for good reason. At the heart of the legend is the ghost of a woman named Lucinda. As the story goes, Lucinda was a young bride-to-be who waited along the cliffs of Stony Hollow Road for her fiancé to arrive. When he never showed, she was overcome with grief and threw herself off the edge. Since then, locals say her spirit never left. Travelers who've dared to explore the road at night often report seeing a woman in white standing near the cliffs, vanishing when approached. Some say that if you call out Lucinda's name 3 times, she'll appear, but if she leaves a rose behind, it's a sign that death is coming for you. Chilling stories include phantom headlights, sudden cold gusts, and even people being chased by an unseen presence. Some visitors have broken down on the road without explanation, only for their cars to work perfectly once towed away. Despite its eerie reputation, Stony Hollow Road remains a popular spot for ghost hunters and thrill seekers, but be warned, those who go looking for Lucinda sometimes find more than they bargained for. In the quiet city of Atchison, Kansas, often called one of the most haunted towns in America, lies a secluded spot in Jackson Park known as Molly's Hollow. While the wooded trails and serene atmosphere may seem peaceful by day, locals know that the hollow holds a much darker, tragic past that has given rise to one of the region's most enduring ghost stories. According to legend, Molly was a young black woman who fell in love with a white man, a forbidden relationship at the time. When their romance was discovered, a violent mob abducted Molly and lynched her in the hollow. The official records are unclear, but the story has been passed down through generations and remains deeply embedded in local lore. Since then, many visitors have reported strange occurrences in the area, disembodied screams, sweeping sounds, and the feeling of being watched, and commonly reported by those who venture near the hollow at night. Some say they've seen a ghostly female female figure in the trees, while others have experienced sudden, unexplained cold spots. Despite the lack of concrete historical documentation, the emotional weight of the story, whether legend or true, has made Molly's Hollow a focal point of paranormal interest in Atchison. It's a chilling reminder of the area's past and a testament to how stories of injustice and loss can echo through time. Whether you're drawn by curiosity or caution, Molly's Hollow stands as one of Kansas's most unsettling haunts. Perched on a hill outside Louisville, Kentucky, the Waverly Hills Sanatorium looks like something out of a horror movie. Just like my ex, right? And for good reason. Once a state-of-the-art tuberculosis hospital, it's now widely regarded as one of the most haunted places in America. Built in 1910 during the height of the TB epidemic, Waverly Hills was intended to be a place of healing, but with no effective treatments available at the time, thousands of patients died within its walls. Many and agony. The death toll was so high that a tunnel beneath the building, originally designed to move supplies, became known as the Death Tunnel, used to discreetly transport bodies away from public view. Over the decades, ghost stories have flourished. Visitors report disembodied voices, shadowy figures, cold spots, and unexplained footsteps echoing through the empty halls. One of the most famous spirits is that of a young boy named Timmy, said to roll a ball down the corridors to those who call out to him. Another infamous story involves room 502, where two nurses reportedly died under tragic circumstances, one by suicide, another under mysterious conditions. Today, Waverly Hills is privately owned and offers regular tours for those brave enough to explore its haunted past. Paranormal investigators from around the world have visited the site, many leaving convinced that the spirits of Waverly are still much alive. Whether you're a ghost hunter or a history buff, Waverly Hills stands as a chilling reminder of a painful chapter in Kentucky's medical past and a hotspot for supernatural activity. Tucked away in the historic French Quarter of New Orleans, the La Tête guest house is more than just a charming boutique hotel. It's also a hot spot for ghostly encounters with its 19th century architecture, antique furnishings, and views of Bourbon Street. The guest house offers classic southern hospitality laced with an eerie, unexplained presence. Originally a private residence, the building has seen its share of tragedy. One of the most well-known tales centers around Room 21, where guests and staff report frequent paranormal activity. It's said that the room is haunted by the spirit of a young girl who died in the house, possibly from yellow fever, a devastating epidemic in New Orleans history. Visitors have described hearing the soft sound of a child crying or laughing, feeling cold spots, or waking up to the sensation of being watched. Some have even spotted a young girl's apparition staring out the window or standing quietly at the foot of the bed. Room 21 is so famously haunted that it's become a top request for ghost-curious travelers. Other areas of the house also seem to carry spiritual energy. Unexplained voices, flickering lights, and sudden shifts in temperature are common occurrences throughout the building. Despite these spooky happenings, the atmosphere remains inviting, a testament to New Orleans' unique blend of beauty, history, and mystery. The Lafayette Guest House is a perfect stay for anyone looking to experience the vibrant culture of the French Quarter with a side of the supernatural. Located on the island in the Mississippi River between Illinois and Iowa, Rock Island Arsenal isn't just a military stronghold, it's one of the most haunted military sites in the country. Still an active installation, the Arsenal's deep history and its connections to war, imprisonment, and death have left a ghostly imprint on the area. Originally established in the early 1800s, the island was once home to Fort Armstrong and later served as a Confederate prison during the Civil War. Over 12,000 Confederate soldiers were held here, and nearly 2,000 died due to disease exposure and overcrowding. Their remains are buried nearby in nearby cemeteries, but some believe their spirits never left. Visitors and personnel have reported eerie occurrences across the island, ghostly figures in uniform, phantom footsteps, and cold drafts in otherwise still buildings. One of the most haunted areas was the Confederate Cemetery, where people claim to see apparitions and hear whispers among the headstones. The Arsenal Museum and surrounding administrative buildings are also said to host unexplainable noises, flickering lights, and shadowy presences. Rock Island Arsenal represents a rare blend of living military tradition and ghostly legend. While its official role remains rooted in national defense, its spiritual presence tells a story of loss, war, and the kind of energy that time can't erase. Nestled in the quiet countryside of Waldorf, Maryland, the Dr. Samuel A. Mudd House is both a fascinating piece of Civil War history and a reported haunted site that draws curious visitors year-round. Best known for its connection to the Lincoln assassination, this 19th century farmhouse holds stories that go far beyond textbooks, some of them ghostly. On April 15, 1865, just hours after President Abraham Lincoln was shot, John Wilkes Booth fled Washington, D.C. with a broken leg and arrived at Dr. Mudd's home seeking help. Mudd treated the injury, later claiming he didn't know Booth's identity at the time. The decision cost him dearly. He was convicted of aiding an assassin and imprisoned, though eventually pardoned. Today, the house operates as a museum, preserved much as it was during that fateful night, but many say its history still lingers in more than just furniture and artifacts. Visitors and staff have reported strange activity throughout the property, unexplained footsteps, the sound of doors opening and closing on their own, cold spots, and even sightings of shadowy figures. Some believe the spirit of Dr. Mudd himself still walks the halls, troubled by his connection to one of the nation's most infamous crimes. Others claim to have seen figures in Civil War era clothing wandering the grounds or peering through the windows. Whether you're a history buff or a paranormal enthusiast, the Mudd House offers a rare and chilling look into the past where the echoes of history may still walk beside you.